But you're talking to an individual who's been exposed to violence since my earliest childhood memory of 9 years old.
You know, but that's where I be every day. I watch the dude get killed across the street. Literally, I did CPR on him.
My father being murdered, my cousin being murdered 2 years later. Shots went off. I got hit, my kids was out there. A friend of mine got murdered in front of me when I was 14 years old. Unfortunately, I took a man's life when I was 15 years old.
Someone shot me in my kneecap trying to rob me.
I didn't understand that violence wasn't normal.
And it's like I'm numb to this stuff, you feel me? And that's not good at all.
Because, well, in this neighborhood, like, when you get shot, they think, you know, he's got shot, it's okay. He'll get better. But they don't know what goes on after being shot.
It's tough in the D, man. It's real tough.
So much going on out here. I'm glad I'm alive. And I was talking to a research professor over at the university, man, and this man told me he didn't know anybody who had been murdered. This is a year ago. I never even thought about it. Till a professor told me, he said, man, I don't know anybody that's been murdered. And I said, well, you can't be from Detroit.
Too often people were dying, people were getting injured, life-threatening injuries. And you saw that they were here like 3 months prior. The people are getting chances, and they're coming in again, and you know that there's something that can be done, yet it's not here yet. So there was an extreme urgency to get this thing going, because the trauma is just nonstop.
We're dealing with survivors, not perpetrators, if you will, right? And so the moment that an individual has been exposed to violent trauma, that individual have the right to receive every form of medical treatment. Our job is to make sure that we equip individuals with the tools that they need in order to thrive.
Myself and Ray did the creation and implementation of the program, so it was authentically about serving the community. So we came with this bottom-up approach.
People who've been closest to the problem and recognizing that they're closest to the solution, and you give them the tools and the information to be great and for their genius that they have within them to continue to blossom and boom. But then when a young guy comes in and they can hear it being articulated by a Calvin or a Ray, that's even more impactful.
If it's predictable, then it's preventable. And violence is predictable.
The car, he stopped on the corner. I seen him, I go jump in the bushes. So I could have stayed in the bushes, but me being me, I get out the bushes, they come speeding up shooting. Shot me in my back. And it came up my arm right here.
We're dealing with premature morbidity and mortality. In layman's terms, premature injury and premature death. In any country, right, if you got people that are dying before they're supposed to be dying from a preventable death, that's a public health crisis.
Literally, guy he get to the recovery room. He opened his eyes and looked to the right, and I'm standing right there.
Ray came to my bedside and asked me, pretty much that he wanted to work with me. And at first I'm like, I was hesitant because, me being shot with somebody I didn't know. And I'm like, I don't want to see, I didn't want to be around no new people, period.
Like, man, I'm not asking you to talk. The only thing I'm letting you know is I'm not law enforcement.
It was a couple of cops in my room, and they actually, treated me like I was a criminal. It was, actually they told me before I started lying, get my story straight.
I'm not here to ask you any questions other than the fact that, who do you want to see? They take their time out to come up there and see how we doing. Did we eat? Is we good? You know what I'm saying? Everybody was thinking they was the police. I clicked with him instantly. I'm building relationships, right? So I done went from being, who is this guy, to where I done become, hey nephew, hey, grandson, right? Like, the family's embracing me. I come from the culture.
And he been rocking with me. He been showing me a lot of stuff, mentoring me, giving me good opportunities to do things like this right now, you know. So other than that, I'm really appreciative of him, man. I'm really thankful.
Right? I'm not here to fix you. I'm not here to, only thing I'm here to do is make sure I let you know the consequences of the decisions you are making. Some people get shot on the go retaliate. You know what I'm saying? I ain't think about it. I mean, I do. So if you decide to go out here and shoot somebody, here's the possibilities. It's a strong possibility you're gonna get caught. It's a strong possibility you're gonna go to prison.
That's how people think. So when you break up, brush your teeth, just know that, damn, I'm finna go outside a sunny day, yeah, the one nigga still slide. Oh yeah, grab the strap. Why are you brushing your teeth? Strap on your hip, then you outside, what's up?
Well, in Detroit, I don't know about anywhere else. We hear about a guy getting shot. First thing people think is like, what did he do to get shot? It's not always that case.
It's a strong possibility that if you're a father, if you're a son, if you're a grandson, if you're a husband, and you got any of those family members living, they're gonna probably end up in an abusive relationship. They're gonna probably end up with another man. They're gonna probably end up calling somebody else daddy. Your mama probably end up dying, and you can't go to the funeral. Your grandma might die while you're in there. So here's just the reality of.
When you're doing the streets, it's harder. You feel me? Like it's crabs in the bucket. Everybody trying to come up negatively. You feel me? Like everything is no positive in the streets, none.
And I want them to know that I'm a family guy. Like I'm a really good guy. Like, and you know, I would give somebody the shirt off my back if they needed it.
Now, if you're willing to put it all on the line and lose everything that you got for the sake of what, then by all means, man, be great. But if you're not, let me help you.
And that's what they give me. They give me the chance to express the positive things about, you know, me. What can good come out the hood, you know? A road's growing out the concrete, you know? That's me all day.